Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. You know, most people lose their homes because they don't have the right insurance or no insurance at all, and that's where Suzi Glover, State Farm, and her team comes in to give us some insight on the right insurance to have. Good morning, Suzi and Jim. How are you two doing?
Wonderful. Great Monday.
I love that we were talking about this, and that is about making sure people have the right insurance, especially as we've been dealing with COVID death. And it's something I know people don't want to talk about, but that's where your team comes in to make sure they have the right insurance. But let's also talk very quickly about your background, because you are right here in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a locally owned, woman-owned small business, even though we have the State Farm branding behind us. Our office is in North Scottsdale. Insurance, believe it or not, has been a dream of mine for past 5 years. We're 2 years, celebrating 2 years open, and in the Scottsdale community.
Yeah, and it's a husband and wife team right here. Yes, and he's got the cool shoes on. I love the band. There you go. And so, but we were talking about how State Farm, yes, it's a national brand, which is great because that means it's all across the country if you ever need to have them when you're out of state. But you guys are right here in the community. So you're here to talk with people. And the big talk, as we said, is about insurance when someone passes away.
Exactly, and we've seen it, of course, a lot on the rise, unfortunately, with our last year, with COVID deaths, with COVID illnesses. But what we're having more of those conversations now is with our real estate going up, or being so popular, with refinances, with home purchases, and people not really seeing that need to financially back their mortgages in case something happens. The number one cause behind foreclosures is death and disability. So we've been able to have those great conversations with our customers and just make sure that we say you work hard to earn it, we work hard to protect it, and that they have that protection in place in case something catastrophic does happen to their loved ones, that they're able to keep their homes and make that decision to their next phase in life.
Yeah, and Jim, let's talk about cutting budgets. And I think the first thing for why, I don't understand, I'm even I guess I can say I do it too, but insurance sometimes the first thing I cut back on, and I don't cut back on the right insurance I should be. You know, for instance, I have a glass protection on my car. Instead of me saying, okay, you know, I'm gonna put the glass protection away and put a little more, of course, life onto my car, I kind of like, oh, I'll keep the glass and get rid of the life. That's something that you guys help people try to understand more, right?
Yeah, exactly. What we want to do is make it a personal connection. You can go online, get a quote from many different places, and it's transactional. It's just about a number. We want to get to know Brad Perry and learn about you. What is your life all about? What do you really need? Do you need glass coverage? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're good with that. Maybe you're self-made millionaire. You've got a lot to lose. So you look at those lawsuit protections as well as those life protections. So when that catastrophic event happens, you don't have to worry. You can call, hey Jim, hey Suzi, here's what's going on. Are we covered?
Yeah.
And the answer should be yes, because we've had those in-depth conversations and know what's going on, know what to cut that you don't need, and know what to increase because that's what's better for you.
Yeah, gosh, I wish I was that self-made millionaire right now. I would have a lot of insurance going on.
You have the right protection.
There you go, and that's another part too. We also were talking about that, you know, people are traveling, they're going out of state, they're doing vacations and stuff. And what's really nice about State Farm and you is that you guys have other agencies that you can talk to so the person feels more comfortable and not just left stranded there, you know, and that's something that is very important to you guys.
Absolutely. There's 19,000 State Farm agents across the U.S., and so we are very fortunate to have those good neighbors in every city and every town. So yes, if you have any of those questions in other states or those that are moving here to Arizona, they know that they can have a friend like us.
Yeah. Now, Jim, I'm sorry, I'm going to put you to the side for a moment. I'm going to go to Suzi because this is very important because it's about women talking to women about insurance, and that's what's great about coming to the agency. You're right there for them. You understand that it's a little scary, especially if the husband's been handling a lot of the insurance and he passes away, and that's where you come in.
Yeah, I see a lot of that, build a lot of those relationships through loss of a loved one, whether it's through catastrophic loss, divorce, but just really seeing where that protection is, where it comes to play and where it fits into your whole life. And as we have those conversations, you know, if it's about saving $13 a month and that's important to you, that's important to me. However, let's see what that $13, you know, really means to you.
Yeah.
And again, if that's the decision that we make it together.
Right, because men, we look at insurance differently than women, because women look at, okay, we got children. It's not just about the car and the boat,
right,
you know? It's about the children and what's in there, which is so great about what you guys do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming into fire season, kind of like with different areas. And that's something that people, even though they might not think, I don't need it, we're pretty safe, but it's something that we don't think about to have.
Yeah, we're very fortunate here down in the valley. That is not a everyday concern of ours. However, with the winds yesterday, I was thinking, oh no, our friends up in the north, definitely a catastrophic. And then again, it's another area where State Farm's number one in fire insurance. And so should you encounter that catastrophic event, we're right there. We have a whole team that goes right up, and we are right there for you.
So,
every bit of it.
Okay, Jim, give me one quick tip of insurance I should be looking at and making sure I have.
Ooh, one quick tip. Let's see, there's lots of things we talk about, but it really gets down to whoever you're with, whatever your agent is, you want to have that in-depth conversation so they know what you're all about. Because the state minimum might be sufficient for many people, but it's not for most of us. So it's just having that conversation and be willing to open up about, here's who I am, here's what I'm about, what do I really need, and ask the expert that question.
So, and then Suzi's expert, her and her team, so it's great. Tell people where they can find you.
We are right behind Scottsdale Promenade, North Scottsdale, just south of Frank Lloyd Wright. Our website, www.suziglover.com. And we've got 5 of us in the office at 480-941-2257.